Our next guest wants to remind you that classic doesn't happen overnight. In fact, he spent decades in the music industry, and now it's time to celebrate.
Time to celebrate.
Please welcome Miles Jaye to
Hi,
Living.
and good morning. I'm so happy to be here.
It's so exciting to meet you. Tell us, how long have you been in the music industry? I mean, I know you had a stint for a while there.
Yes, I did, and I didn't include that in the 35 years. But I've been active as a recording artist for 35 years. But there's a ramp up to that time where you're actually signed, so to speak. And I think everyone recognizes that terminology. When you're signed to a record label, is really how they start to count the clock. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yes. So I was a struggling musician in New York way before a signing.
And well, yeah, tell us a little bit about that, how you even got into
trouble.
The industry.
Oh, I'm sorry, the industry. Well, same thing. It's all, trust me, it's the same thing. I've been playing violin since the 4th grade.
That's amazing.
So that's really all I've done, and certainly throughout my adult life, was play music and perform. So as a violinist, as a young violinist, it only made sense that I would progress into the Village People. Well, no, actually.
I was wondering where you were going with that, but I was just going to follow.
I had to trade in my my violin for a gun belt.
There you go.
And it's a really interesting 2 years. They're fascinating.
Oh, sure.
I wish there were more opportunities. Actually, I'm writing a book called Life After the Village. So that it gives an opportunity. Oh, you do not have footage.
Right there,
you do not have. Oh, no. I forget who I'm dealing with. You guys. So this is what I want to say about those gentlemen. First, that they were gentlemen. Second, that they were probably among the most professional of outfits. I was in a military band for 5 years, and obviously that's regimented, and John Philip Sousa and so on and so forth. But these guys were a class act, and I have to hand it to them. We performed all over the world, from Studio 54 to Australia, South Korea, I mean, you name it, and always top notch.
I mean, everybody knows the songs too.
Sure,
I mean, how does that make you feel that you've been able to touch so many people over those 35 years? I mean, your career has just spanned, I mean, it's just been amazing.
It's not something I can wrap my mind around.
Right.
No, I don't even try anymore. I'm just blessed. And I think we chatted about it briefly before we came on air, is that of all the people in the world that are talented, that are gifted, and there are many, there are only 3 guys that were a cop in the Village People.
Right.
Just 3 in the entire history of the group. And I can't help but feel special for that reason, yeah. And I promised you a story.
Yeah, well, you're going to tell it
really quickly
about Studio 54?
You want it now?
Sure.
Okay, so we're at a hotel around the corner suiting up, and this is perfect for not Valentine's Day, Halloween's coming up.
Okay.
So we're all suited up and on our way across the street, I don't remember, 7th, whatever, across to Studio 54, back entrance. So there's a cop, there's a construction worker, there's an Indian, there's a... We show up at the... They wouldn't let us in.
Oh my God.
We're there to do a show. We're under contract. They didn't believe it was us. Wait a minute. I don't know if that says more about us or about New York.
Or the outfits, I guess.
That 6 guys would be walking around dressed up like
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
We literally had to go back to the hotel. The road manager had to call Studio 54 and say, hello.
Let those guys in. They're here to perform.
Please and we traipsed back across the street and, went into the stage entrance, did our show, and called it a day.
And you're still performing. I mean, you're approaching 65. I mean, how does that feel to be able to keep kind of just going with your music?
Okay, so you project and you say, gee whiz, 55, I'll be entirely retired. I'm done. It's, and add to it, God, I haven't, 9/11, all things changed.
Of course.
Travel, any sense of recreation, entertainment, then COVID.
Right.
All things changed again. Any sense of travel, outings, entertainment, and you're saying, wait a minute. You don't make allowances for those types of life-altering, society-altering, world-altering events where you're going to have to adjust your timeline.
Right.
So This is a quick pop quiz. Lead singer of Kiss.
Oh, Paul Stanley. Right? Oh, he's not the lead singer. Gene Simmons? He's the tongue guy.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, this is going to be a hit segment. I can see that right now.
Oh, my gosh, that's so funny.
I thought you said we're keeping this clean. Yes, he's the tongue guy. But I listened to Gene, and he said his target date was 65, and he had to adjust it to 70. Because there was five more years of marketing and development, so that when they did retire, now you know these guys are like filthy rich, but he felt that was the point at which they could be secure financially. He didn't want to tour anymore.
Right.
But he says that the age now is 70, so that's my new age.
Okay, perfect. And tell us really quickly about where you're going to be.
I'm going to be at the WJCT Soundstage November 12th, that's a Saturday, and it's a celebration of life, particularly after COVID, where we're all been quarantined, some folks still have not come back out and returned to normal. So I'm throwing a party, I'm throwing a shindig in the form of a concert. I'm going to sing a bunch of your favorite songs, and I got a secret song I'm not telling that we're going to end the night in. And then we've got a DJ for the end of the night for a party. The after party's right there.
And actually very close to here. So
very close to here.
Our way over.
See, please.
Oh my gosh,
please.
Miles, this has been such an awesome interview. Thank you so much for coming
My pleasure.
in. And
My
next
pleasure.
time, though, you're going to perform for us.
Me. There you go.
But we'll be watching you, though. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for having me today.